Hey guys. How are you? Oh, I have like swollen eyelids, so I have really bad sinus issues from all of that energy. So that's that. Oh yeah. It's like 11 p.m. here. So, it's been painful. I have never in my life had such a horrible ascension. So those of you waiting on readings, it's just been like one thing after another, so I'll get there eventually. I'm slowly getting them done. Those of you that are waiting on videos, I'm having issues uploading videos. I don't know why. YouTube wants to crash all the time. Seems to be an issue. And truthfully, some of y'all got throat chakra issues, by the way. I think that, like, you know, with this spiritual war thing I'm talking about, I think a lot of it is putting, like, trying to block our readings and messages that we're getting out, you know? So, like, sometimes I don't think it's coincidence that, like, I can't upload videos sometimes, or sometimes my, you know, recordings don't upload, or, you know, I can't get messages out. And so those of you that ordered videos, I'm sorry, like, they're not wanting to upload very well. I'm trying to, I don't know. But anyways, I'm not the only one having that issue, so it's kind of weird, and I'm just kind of gathering that it's kind of, you know, the negative energy's way to try to stop us from preventing some of this stuff. That's what I'm saying, guys. This is like the silent war. It's going to be weird shit like that. Like YouTube videos crashing, or unable to send a reading, or emails, or, you know, that sort of thing, to try to prevent it. And I believe I have seen some other ones doing this. So, other things, guys, there are readers out there attacking others, so just be aware of that. Trust your gut, okay? I've been accused of being a shady reader. That's fine. I don't care what people think. I'm not, so whatever. But, I mean, make sure you're using your deep down gut, because so, well, some people can send readings. I'm saying you can. It's just some of my videos are not wanting to upload, or emails aren't going through, and I think it's trying to prevent some messages from getting out with the spiritual war going on. So I think it all depends on what your readings are about, what's in them. You know, it's the negative energy versus the light energy, so to speak. That's kind of what the spiritual war is. So I'm not saying they can't send. I'm not saying that at all. So, so I think there's kind of like the negative side to things, putting a block. Okay, so as far as exes goes, guys, if you don't forgive them and come at peace with the whole thing, and just, you know, am negative about exes, and like my ex asshole, you know, narcissistic ex, I understand that you're upset and everything. But until you forgive that person and let it go and come to peace with the whole situation, I mean, there's still that karma that you have not cleared with that situation. So that can also be a block between you and your person, okay? There's a lot of that coming through in my private readings. There's a lot of holding on to past relationships. There's a lot of negative energy surrounding holding on to past relationships that is blocking issues, all right? I know you're mad. Maybe they hit you, they abused you, they controlled you. I understand that. I get it. But holding on to the resentment is actually creating a block in your situation. Okay? In order to fulfill that karmic contract, you have to learn the lesson. You can't play emotional martyr. You have to admit your doing in the whole situation. Because generally speaking, karma is something that needs to be clear on both sides. Okay, we're not perfect. Okay, we're not all victim situations all the time. Okay, sometimes your fault in it is to continue with the cycle and egg the person on and just continue with the cycle and do nothing to stop it. And it continues forever. And then people get into that cycle and and play victim to it, but continue it for so long. And then, you know, they never forgive that person and then they go get another relationship and continue that cycle. I don't know if I make sense here. But until you come at peace with your part in the karma as well, and your lessons in it as well, and, you know, forgive and let go, you don't have to forget. Trauma doesn't just go away. I understand. But the forgiveness has got to be there. Okay? And forgiveness is so essential right now with literally the foundation to everything going on. Okay? So without forgiveness, like, you know, it's kind of hard for you to end contracts. It's kind of hard for you to move forward. It's kind of hard to have those lessons learned in your situations. Because so many people are like, oh, he's a narcissistic asshole. He was this and that. And he hurt me, but he hurt me, but he hurt me. But what's your part in the situation? Did you learn any lessons? Did you change your ways by any means? You know, you see what I'm saying here? Okay? So it's not one-sided all the time. It's not emotional martyr, victim martyr, that sort of thing. Okay? It takes two in every situation, okay? I'm not saying that to be rude or mean, but it just does. It doesn't matter what situation is going on in your life. You're not 125% victim all the time. Whether it's the fact you didn't end it, you know, sooner than you should have, or whatever the situation is, okay? So natural disasters continuing. Be prepared for more things happening. I do see more, like, I still hear tsunami. So Asia tsunami, something of that nature. So, you know, these natural disasters, from what I'm being told, are going to continue until people start forgiving, until people go on that road of forgiveness, until people start spreading love and quit being selfish, greedy, holding hatred. Okay? Because no matter how much you were hurt in a situation, you had that situation for absolute reasoning. Okay? Playing victim till the day you die, you're just going to have to repeat that karma. I'll just be honest with you. All right? So, you know, forgiveness is the foundation to all of these missions, literally, to world peace, is forgiveness. All right? Literally. Okay? I mean, forgiveness can happen in like crazy situations. Like, I've seen people forgive somebody who murdered their child. Okay? If that can happen, you can forgive your ex. All right? So your ex doesn't care if you forgive them. I promise you that. They don't care. They don't care if you have resentment. Actually, they like it that you resent them. Okay? So if they blame you for everything, what is in your life that you have to heal? Everything is a reflection of yourself. Okay? Are you allowing it? Are you playing victim? Is there some sort of cycle in your life that needs to come to an end? You know, everything is a reflection of you. Every situation. Okay? Playing victim is not going to do any justice. If they're doing things that are hurtful and blaming you, some of these situations, guys, I'll be honest, I would question if it was really a twin flame. I'm serious, because some of these situations are so vile. Okay, they're so vile. It's really hard for me to believe that a twin flame would hurt somebody repeatedly over and over again like that. I just struggle to believe that. That's where you're going to have to figure that out on your own. So, anyway, I just don't believe that if you're in a twin flame connection, that person would, like, hurt you repeatedly and unpurposely hurt you. They trigger you, yes, absolutely. They do things, repeating cycles in their life that are hurtful because that's all they know, yes, absolutely. But if they continue abusing, using, being nasty non-stop and it never goes anywhere, I would honestly very much question those connections. Okay? Because a lot of times people put a label on trauma bond or on abusive situations to justify the connection. Okay? Because it's a repeat of their own cycles that they have not closed out in their life. Okay? And there is a lot of that. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. I'm not the only reader that sees that either. So it's something you have to learn on your own. However, it does not mean you are not a divine feminine. It does not mean you aren't a divine masculine. I don't really care to put labels on shit anyways. It's all about... And it's all about what you're learning from this situation. It's all about how you're growing. It's, you know, that sort of thing. It's breaking cycles, you know, that kind of stuff there. It's not going and serving somebody and pleasing somebody and like calling it a twin flame connection and not doing any inner work. If you are not on a spiritual journey in your life to ascension, you are not on a twin flame connection. I don't care. Okay? It's just the truth. Because the whole point of them is to ascend and help the world forgive and ascend and become a better place, essentially summed up. All right? Yes, you can clear karma because you can forgive them and they don't even have to know. All right? They don't have to know. You can clear it on your end anyways. Definitely. Definitely. It's an energy. Okay? So I do believe that many of you are going to learn this year that your connection is catalyst. It's not the label you're putting on it. So, I do believe that. I see that happening, that many are going to wake up to that as they ascend, that, okay, this guy's just abusive karmic situation, what have you, okay? And, you know, it's a lesson to move on from. You know, there are certain people that cross your path that can be catalyst to your awakening process as well. It does not have to be a twin flame, okay? It doesn't. Soulmates can do it. What people call karmic partners, I hate that phrase, can do it. I don't like putting labels on people. I just don't like that. You know, twin flames also, in my, I don't know if you're going to call it opinion, but the information I received from my guide is that sometimes they enter your life just to get you on your path to ascension. It doesn't always mean that you will be with them. Okay? It doesn't always mean that you will be lit with them in this lifetime. That is some information I received. Okay? They're soulmates. All right? They're soulmates. Like, you know, like there isn't only one type of love. And if you think there is only one type of love for you, for any part of your life, then, you know, you're kind of not on the path to world peace here, okay? You're not on the path to spreading unconditional love worldwide. You don't have to see somebody else. You don't have to. Don't take it as that. You can be very content being by yourself, on your mission, on yourself, and be very whole within, to the point where you don't find romance necessary, or you just don't desire it. It may to each their own. Okay. So, you know, just don't dwell on the labels right now, guys. It's really about you. And I notice a lot of people having a disconnect from their connection at this time. And I do feel it's because they're on the wrong path, for one. Okay? They need to get back on their path. They're obsessing. And I do feel the universe is trying to take away labels. Okay? Because there is no time limit on a spiritual war, because there's no time in the 5D. There is no point in putting labels on things, because I do believe that, you know, with this spiritual silent war, as I call it, the, you know, diversity needs to go away. The putting labels on people and situation needs to go away. So I feel like that's why a lot of you are questioning your connection because that label needs to go. Okay? That label needs to go. But there is no time on spiritual war because, you know, in the 5D, time is fluid. Okay, and I've learned that through this last ascension because I've literally gone back and forth in the timeline. It's insane. I have no sense of time at all. All of a sudden, what seems like 5 minutes is 5 hours to me. It's been really a change that I'm trying to grow into. So anyway, I heard 2024 in my head. Doesn't mean that that's the truth, but I heard that. Also, with the readers attacking other readers, guys, you know, I've had people helping me clear and stuff, and I appreciate that. And, you know, that's what we need to do, is we need to help each other right now. There are a lot of people jealous. There are a lot of people that their true colors are showing, and they're attacking people. They're not being nice. I've ran across it a couple of times already. I just blow it off. But unfortunately, there is people that do not have your best interests, okay? So if you're out there reading and you're spreading awareness and you're doing this sort of thing, guys, there's going to be somebody trying to put a damper on that, or, you know, hold you back from doing so, okay? Do not let them win. That is where the spiritual war is as well. You're going to have people trying to be in your way from spreading these messages, okay? And some of it is through light workers with the wrong intentions, okay? And they will... I don't have a loss, Lois. I didn't lose anybody. Okay, I didn't lose anybody. They do come in and they're jealous. They want to be on the top of the mountain and think they're above everybody else. Not everybody was called to ascend this round. There's only some that did. Like I said, you know, with 5D, time is still fluid. Some of them already went through a large ascension. Some did right now. Some will later on. Okay. But some of them were not called to ascend, and it created a lot of jealousy. And there's a reason why they weren't called to ascend at this time. There's a reason, you know. It's created jealousy, and it's really showing some true colors. Okay. I've seen Facebook groups. I left 2 of them because there was fighting. There was fighting, dictating, trying to show them who's boss, that sort of behavior in there, and I'm not impressed with it at all, and I just silently left the groups. I didn't even say anything because I'm just repelled by that behavior. So childish, so nasty, and to call themselves divine feminines or masculines or whatever, light workers, is just, it just blows my mind. It just blows my mind. In order to be in my group, you have to follow these rules because I am dictating this group. And you cannot talk about another reader in here. And you cannot do this and that because this is my group, you know, that sort of thing. You know, and I understand having rules in your groups and that, because there needs to be, you know, some rules to some extent, because people don't respect boundaries, which boundaries are something else that we need to learn. So it's just nasty, and like correcting people that they're wrong and they're right and you're wrong and we're right. Like, nobody is right. Nobody reads right. Nobody reads wrong. Okay. Everyone has a reading style. I don't care if you took every single class to read cards or every single intuitive class out there. It does not mean that how you're reading is correct. Okay. And the other people are wrong. I've never taken a class in regards to tarot cards or channeling or anything. Never. And if anybody wants to tell me I'm wrong on how I read, I don't care. And I have been told I'm wrong. I don't care. It's your opinion. I don't read tarot traditional. Okay, to each their own. So it's kind of just a matter of, if you do get attacked by other light workers, and I have been, and I put up extra protection because I do feel they wish ill intent on me. You know, I'm not saying they're putting spells on me, but all they do is think about it with their mind, because I can, like, I just know right away. Okay. This ascension has created some crazy stuff for me. It's been really hard to adapt and grieve the old life that I had, because I'll never see the world the same again. When I tune in and channel, I can see their 5D selves. I always have been anyways, but literally it's to the point where I feel like I can almost touch them when I tune in. Okay? I don't see them like sitting in front of me like on a movie where you talk to a dead person sitting in the end of your bed. No, nothing like that. It's nothing 3D at all. It's completely like in my mind, like my vision, you know, whatever. But it feels like they're right there. I've astral projected to them, seen them. It's different, very different. It's hard to get used to, and my crown is so wide open that I'm absorbing so much energy. It's been hard to go to the grocery store. It's been hard to go out of the house. It's hard. So those of you that like, oh, I wish I would have sent it like that. Like, well, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. You know, it's a blessing at the end of the day, yes, but it's not been easy at all to adapt because this was like very hard and quick for me, like overnight kind of thing. All my other ascensions have been more easy. This has been very tough. So I don't feel that everybody went through this, but so yeah, I have crystals. I have, you know, all that stuff here. I need to get more. Yeah, I can feel the energy. I can feel touch, you know, like I said, it's not like on TV where like an entity, or not entities per se, but a spirit is like sitting on my bed and I'm talking to them. It's not like that at all. It's not 3D at all. Okay. So I'm not taking questions, okay? I'm not. I read what I read, and a lot of it has not been revolved around the 3D aspects to things as much, okay? However, I have been picking up union in a lot of private readings and a lot of collectives in the pick a card I did, which if you do want to purchase the pick a card, it's a private link, guys. It was very lengthy. Everyone seemed to really like it. Kind of went into healing. It kind of went into blocks, that sort of thing. If you want to purchase it, it's $10 minimal donation, Cash App or PayPal, okay? You can drop me an email and I'll send you the link, or a message on IG or Facebook, okay? It's about a half hour to 45 minutes or so per pick a card there. All right, so speaking of nightmares, I do feel that your person is having a lot of them right now, and there's a lot of anxiety that they're having around this connection at this time. Okay, and I honestly, like I said, you know, I've said before, I feel a lot of it is jealousy here because they are seeing you grow. Okay, and it could be vice versa. Some of you have jealousy because they're staying with another partner and that sort of thing. Okay, if that's the case, try to wipe that out, guys. Get rid of jealousy. It's a low vibrational energy. It will not help your journey at all. So if you are jealous at all, try to wipe that out of your energy. Okay? But to be honest, guys, I see the jealousy as like they see you as this powerful female energy. Okay? Like you're in your power. Nobody's getting through you. You're in your strength. You are a powerful female. Okay, like you're not taking anybody's bullshit, and you're in your game. You're in your game, and that's how they see you. And they don't feel they can compare whatsoever. And you know, you guys, the more you work on yourself, and this is what I'm saying. This is what I've been saying. Don't focus on 3D union. Okay? Work on you, and work on you for the right reasonings, guys, because they will feel influenced by that. Okay? And I do see, you know, they see you as a healer. They see you as somebody who's invincible. Like, they really do. They see your energy. If you have been ascending, they see that. They feel it. They know it. They feel the vibration. And, you know, my vibration's so high that my legs vibrate, my hands vibrate, my head vibrates. It's like riding a tractor, if that makes sense. And my husband's been awakening as well, and he's been having the same thing. And when we get near each other, it's just like this. It's just really weird. It's a whole new life. I've never it's so weird. Anyway, so, you know, I say don't focus on union because I was told not to do that. Okay? And don't. Please don't. But I honestly think that with this progress you're making, that for some of you it very well could be possible at some point. Okay? But I don't want you to change your focus off yourself just because I'm saying this. All right? I do feel that your changes are inducing them into a transformation because they really are you. They do. I mean, very clear to me. Powerful female, nothing's getting in her way. That's how they see you right now. And they're triggered right now, guys. Like, you might be as well, but the masculine energy, inner child wounds, abandonment, and they do feel that you're kind of abandoning them in a sense, because a lot of you backed off. You're not, you know, gonna stay codependent on your connection anymore. You're standing in your power and strength. And you did back away, whether it was 5D, you know, you're not going to cater to their bullshit anymore, that sort of thing. And it created a lot of envy. And why are they envious? Because you did step back, okay? And I'm not saying you gave up in your connection, because you did the absolute opposite. You did the absolute opposite by backing away. You added to it, okay? So right now, I feel like they're thinking out all these options, and, you know, a lot of them are jealous because they feel like that they've seen you change, they've seen you ascend, and they're seeing the power that you withhold, and that you have other options, you have opportunities, you have unlimited things coming to you, and they're just like, but what about me? That's what they're thinking right now. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, they're going through a deep healing process. A lot of you have already faced a majority of this. However, today there is going to be triggers happening to some of you where you're going to realize, oh wait, I didn't completely heal that abandonment problem. I didn't completely heal my ego. I'm still a little bit in my ego. There's going to be tests and trials, guys, throughout this whole process, where with the ego death, you're going to be reminded, oops, you didn't quite get out of that ego death. Okay, you're going to have a little reminder here and there, so just be very careful with getting on your high horse about anything, okay, because you will get knocked down one way or another, and that is happening today, okay? You know, and I do feel that they have been in this hot and cold energy, and they know it, and they've been back and forth, they've been up and down, they've been confused, and they know that they need to change this in order to go out to that door of happiness. Because right now, they're in a deep healing process. I really feel that. They're still holding your heart. I mean, they hold you very close to their heart now, healing going on and that sort of thing. When I tune into people to clear their chakras, I can see heart chakras being very much activated. Some of them still have resistance and everything, but it's there. It's happening, okay? They really feel that you're a goddess, guys. They really do. And with this moon, this full moon that passed and everything, they really have you in that goddess energy at this current moment. Like, you are beyond just a pedestal right now. For some of you, that is the case. Beyond. And releasing the connection really helped that. Okay? A lot of sexual 5D energy right now. I do feel that the masculine is well aware that they can communicate telepathically. I think that they're figuring that out, whether they're acknowledging it or not. Okay? So, and like I said, you know, if you guys tell yourself you're healed and you're not, you're just lying to yourself. Nobody else is going to be benefited or punished by that. Okay? So I feel that your person is definitely working on some balancing acts here. They're trying to balance out their feminine, masculine energy. Some of them have been demasculized a majority of their life, whether it's with their mother as a child, sisters, or their community, or just, you know, you're a pussy, you're a little bitch, whatever it may be, guys, by the females in their life. I do hear that right now. So they're having to balance out their masculine energies again. Okay? So they want to create balance with you, though. Like, they know it's time to give back to you. They know it's time to do that. They realize this, you know, and with this awakening process, their vibration is getting higher. It's getting higher. So you're not the only one ascending and raising vibration for those of you that have gone through this crazy ascension lately. Okay? If your person has gone through this awakening and you're around them, you might feel this physical vibration as well, because it's real, and I felt it. Okay, it is real. It's just like, you're like that. It's so weird. Okay, so I do feel that, you know, they really want forgiveness from you, and, you know, they need to work on forgiving themselves. Okay? And a lot of them, through this awakening, they're realizing that your spiritual stuff is real, and they're aligning their beliefs with yours. They're starting to see the big picture, and they kind of want you to forgive them for making fun of it. For some of you, thinking it's stupid, that spirituality is stupid, because they are seeing the big picture right now. Okay? I do feel that they are changing their habits. They're eating. Some of you are doing this as well. Unfortunately for me, I'm just hungry all the time and probably gaining weight, so I need to stop. But some of you are eating less. Some of you are eating more. Okay? I do feel that they are working on their eating habits and what they're putting in their bodies right now. Okay? They are facing horrifying regret right now, okay? They're having to face everything they said, everything they did, everything that was wrong or bad behavior or what have you in their life right now. They're facing this at this time, and I feel a lot of them are definitely going through a point of regret, okay? And they're having to heal this and forgive themselves, okay? I do feel that they want to give back to you guys, and there may be some sort of suspenseful thing happening here. They may come in unexpectedly. They may come in with a gift or an offer or just some sort of gesture or compliment I'm hearing as well. Just something that's going to surprise you. Okay? So right now, they are trying to end cycles. It's just that some of these cycles ending they have to go on a different path to do so. Okay? Or you did, or they do. They're at a crossroads and that sort of thing here. Okay? They watch the feminine transform. They're transforming behind you, like they're very much influenced by you. I always said that the feminine energy is usually the driver in the whole thing. That's usually the case. And it's just, you know, they're trying to end cycles. Some of them are resisting, so the universe is going to push them in a different direction to end them cycles. Okay? The seeds are planted, guys. The seeds have been planted in their mind. They're definitely thinking about their potential and what they have to offer. They're wanting to have more achievements. Okay? They're wanting more in their life. What did I say? They are 5D communicating. They're well aware they're doing it. They see you as a soul connection. Okay? They're hitting a massive tower moment, though. This has been coming in a lot. Okay? Massive tower moment. Massive low point. Okay? And, you know, divine timing's behind that tower. It all depends on the resistance. I feel like a lot of the tower is, you know, avoiding these awakenings. Okay? There's a lot of red flags around them. There's a lot of delusional thinking. You know, they have their false beliefs right now, their false belief system that they think they have to live by, that sort of thing. And I do feel that the tower is coming in to get them to get away from that. So they're definitely at a crossroads with decisions, especially with money and that sort of thing as well. And they are learning to appreciate, okay? They're learning to appreciate the connection with you and what you have done to change their life. So regardless of the fact that you may not ever be with this person in physical union, in a sexual union, which some of you won't be. You know, maybe it'll just be a friendship. Maybe it'll just be whatever it is. I don't know. 5D or whatever. You know, they're going to appreciate what you've done, what you've helped them with, okay? And vice versa, all right? You guys are mirroring a lot of energy right now, and I felt that earlier as well. So a lot of mirroring of stuff going on, and you know, there's a lot of feminine in the masculine. There's a lot of masculine in the feminine energy right now. They know that in the romance department that they don't have a lot to offer you at this moment either. So they do feel like they have to up their game as well. They know that romance wise, there's not much to offer you. Okay? They feel that. They feel that you deserve the best. Okay? Some of them feel like they have to stay in their shitty life and that you deserve the best and they wish the best for you. Okay, that sort of thing. They are taking notes on you, and this has been coming in as well, in a lot of private readings as well. The masculines is watching their feminine and taking mental note on what they're doing. They're trying to figure out, well, how do I get there? Well, how do I do that? You know, she's powerful, she's successful, you know, she's up in her game, and she stepped away from me, and she's doing all this without me, or whatever it is. She broke codependency. They're seeing you're ascending, okay? They're seeing this. Some of you are having success at work. They're observing. They're trying to understand. They're trying to figure this out, okay? Where you're at, what you're doing in your life, okay? How did you get there? You know, like, they're really trying to do some contemplation here, guys. Some of you guys are going to travel, okay, for work. That's what I'm feeling right now. And I feel like that they wish they could do that too. I mean, there's just a lot of jealousy here, and they're really going within to try to figure out what do they do next, okay? They're really hesitant to go into this ego death, guys. They really are. This ego is very tough on them. And for a masculine energy anyways, to admit that their life isn't what they thought it was, or it's not serving, or they're changing, or they're awakening, I mean, that's tough for a masculine to do that. So a lot of them are just being quite silent right now and, you know, playing stupid to people around them, pretending they're unawakened, pretending that nothing's going on. Okay, nothing's changing. Yup, you cannot focus on, I won't even answer questions like that in my readings anymore. Like, when are they contacting you? When's union? When's that? Because honestly, guys, I can't see it anymore. I just see a blank page. Because you're not supposed to dwell on that. At least my collective's not supposed to. They're not at that part of the place or their journey. Some of them might be. But there's other readers where their collective is still in that aspect. So they're not there where I am yet, and they're still able to enter that, or they still go into the 3D parts, because I do feel you have to be put in your ego really hard before you can come out of it successfully, if that makes sense. So right now they are emotionally disconnected from life, okay? They're not connected to their body right now. Well, they might be astral projecting, but they're just kind of disconnected from everything altogether right now, okay? And they're selling themselves short from what they truly deserve, okay? And they know that there's more to life, and they're like, well, I'm wearing a mask, I'm pretending that I like this, you know, and they just realize their life is spiraling out of control, like in a different direction. And there's some red flags surrounding the masculine energy, okay? And a lot of it is the envy that they have. Some of you went and found somebody else because you just were done with this crap, okay? I understand that. Like I said, I don't feel there's only one person you have to love in this whole world, okay? Some of you are very happy with a soulmate, okay? And I feel like that it's really put them in kind of a very toxic place, this envy that they have right now. Some of them are angry. They're angry. They're ashamed. Okay? And they do feel forced by the full moon to make changes. Okay? And it's causing a lot of red flags here. Like a lot of toxic things here with this person. And they're just being very, you know, quiet. You know, they might be withdrawn. Okay? They might do some projecting, that sort of thing. Some blaming. This full moon, they got cornered. They're cornered right now. All right. And they're being quite immature during the whole process. But they feel pushed. They feel forced to make a change. Okay. And instead, a lot of them are just being envious right now is what they're doing instead of actually taking action. But they're thinking. They're making decisions in their mind, or they're thinking things out. They're like secretly planning. Okay. But action is not being taken. They realize their life has been, you know, a repeat of their life since a child, okay? The same day, every single day, okay? What does that show, 51 dates, where she has the same thing every single day? That's literally what I'm seeing here. These masculines get up the same time every day. They take a shit the same time every day. They do the same thing every single day. And they're realizing you're free and you are doing more with life, and they're doing the same thing every single day, okay? And they're realizing this life is like, they've outgrown this life, okay? And right now, they're just kind of being manipulative. They're being a bit combative. Don't mistake this as your person who is always that way, okay? Because some of you are dealing with trauma bond, okay? So this is new energy. This is now, okay? And this is making them very uncomfortable. This whole process, they do not like it. They do not like it that the universe cornered their ass. Okay, and we got some pretty stubborn masculines in my collective. So, yeah, they realize they're a pussy. Alright? They realize they're a pussy. Okay, and they're cowards. They kind of feel like the universe is judging them. Okay? That's how I take that right now. They feel judged. They feel like the universe is like, or God or whatever is like trying to force them into something they don't want to be in, and they're being judged because they're telling themselves they like their life, or that's what they want, and why are you trying to make me to change? Why are you trying to judge me? That sort of thing. Or they're being judgmental and realizing this as well. They're just in a very fragile state right now, guys, with their emotions, with their thoughts, and that sort of thing. There is a tower going to be hitting for a lot of them. I really feel that. Yeah, see, they're in major pain right now. They're just completely haunted by all of this. Like, it's just shocking to them that they're in that cornered area. Like, okay, time to change. Time to follow your purpose. Quit living the same life every single day. Some of you aren't silent either. You're just being kind of distant because you're like, I'm doing my thing. I got shit to do. I got a mission to do, you know? That's what I feel like some of y'all are doing. And they're jealous as hell because they are watching you do this. They feel like you're doing the unbelievable, really. Okay? They're being forced in ego death, yes, and they're fighting the hell out of it because they don't want to be judged. Okay? They don't want to face the judgment around them. They don't want to face letting people down. They don't want to face acknowledging that these friends around them, or family, or if it's in-laws or culture, whatever it is, neighbors, I don't care what it is, dog, I don't know, but that this isn't serving them anymore. They've outgrown this lifestyle. This is a childish, immature lifestyle, if that's their case. Or it's just they don't feel comfortable. They feel uncomfortable in their life. They feel like jumping out of their own skin. And when I got hit with this ascension, it was just weird that my husband got hit with awakening like the same time. It was just so weird that happened at the same time. But we both felt like ripping out of our skin, or like we should run 10 miles away from our own bodies. It's just really weird. And it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. Okay. It's not a lovely, it wasn't lovely. It isn't lovely. I'm still going through it. My eyes are swollen from my sinus pressure, okay? Like, I am miserable. Okay, miserable. So, and I actually did a reading for a homeless guy today. I'm going to start doing readings for some homeless people. Anyway, he was awakening as well, is what I picked up, and he needed to move away from people in his life as well. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. You know, I think a lot of them feel like you're playing games with them right now. Okay? I really think, you know, with the Queen of Swords in reverse, you know, sometimes they're dealing with somebody manipulative, but I think they feel like you're manipulating them, you're playing games. Because you're going through these changes, and maybe you're just backing away, and they kind of, maybe some of you are. If you are, I wouldn't do that, but because in the past, you did. Okay? You did. You know, you ignored them to get a rise, or, you know, just admit it's all right, guys. We've all done shit like that. You manipulated the situation to try to get a rise, or, you know, just said something to guilt trip them or what have you. And I think a lot of them feel that's one of them little test games that you're doing again. Okay? Yeah, I got vertigo as well. Okay. But some of them, on the other hand, are dealing with a manipulative female figure. Okay, a mother, a sister. Okay, a friend. It doesn't have to be female, but they're dealing with manipulation. They're being manipulated. But some of you, they think you're playing games with them as well. You know, and they're being, yeah. Sorry, guys, if I get quiet, it's because I'm listening to my guys. Okay, so they know that they need to come in with the truth. But on the other hand, they have you in the High Priestess energy, so they know they don't have to say anything because they know you know. Okay, and you know. So it's not like you have to hear it directly from them. Okay? Because they know they're being guarded right now of their emotions and guarded of the truth, and they're very guarded and defensive at this current time frame, but they know that you know the truth. Okay? So You know, there is a Queen of Swords energy surrounding this masculine in the collective, okay, in reverse, which is manipulation, games, bullshit. So they might feel like you're doing this to them again, where you said, I'm done, I'm walking away, see ya, I got shit to do, all right? They might feel that. They might feel like you're manipulating them, but in a sense as well, some of them are realizing that you're maybe not, and they're regretting, okay? This can also indicate some of them are dealing with a manipulative female, that there's some abuse going on and there's some addiction going on and that sort of thing as well. So it can go different directions. But I do see things going in a positive direction. So honestly, guys, I do feel like they think you're manipulating them right now. They're going to hit a point of regret when they realize you're serious this time, for real, and things are going to start turning. Okay, it's going to turn the connection when they see that you're serious about, I got shit to do, I'm not playing games anymore. All right? I do feel like they're being pushed into making some sort of major decision and they're struggling to do this. But, you know, like I said, universe is throwing the judgment on them, cornering them, backing them into corner. You are awakening. Stop fighting this. Ego death is coming. And, they don't like that. They're being defensive. They're fighting the universe. They're arguing their guide. They're arguing with their guide. I just heard that. They're like arguing in their head and they feel nuts. I don't know. That's somebody's masculine. Anyway, I do feel right now, guys, with, you know, there's a lot of illusions here. There's also a lot of dreams going on. There's a lot of things going on here that's feeling just unreal to them. And they're very much guarded. Very guarded to all of that. Okay. All right, guys, some of them, you know, there's third-party situation here. There's conflict going on in regards to that. Let them deal with their own situation. For some of you, it is alcoholism is the third-party problem. Okay? Let them deal with it. Not your circus, okay? You can't come in and save the day. They feel very burdened about the whole thing, though, and they're trying to do the right thing, and they're trying to, you know, live this life, and, you know, there's a lot of conflict there. It's not what they desire, and they know that you know what's going on. That's another thing. You know, they're not being honest, being very guarded, but they know that, you know, if they're using again, you know, trust your intuition. They're definitely fantasizing about a new beginning. They're definitely thinking this. They're having dreams. They're having daydreams. They're fantasizing about you. Okay? It's here. It's very clear, but they don't think it's real. They don't think it can be real in a sense. Some of you are an earth sign, but yeah, they have you in very high regards. You know, successful, beautiful, strong. Okay? And they want to reconcile. They really do. They want to reconcile with you. They think a lot about that. They want to come in with some sort of offer. They're manifesting an offer. Slow moving as usual with King of Pentacles or Knight of Pentacles, but they're manifesting an offer. They're manifesting like they're thinking about it. So they probably don't know they're actually manifesting, but they're like thinking out an offer. Like how would they ask you out? How would they, you know, ask you to marry them? That sort of thing. Okay, so you guys, they have you like a celebrity, okay? That's how I'm seeing this. Like, they view you as that. So as you're doing your mission work, as you're helping other people, you know, maybe you're going around and like making a difference in this world or whatever. Maybe your job is actually, you know, well known. I don't know. It depends on your situation. They have you in that energy of like a celebrity. Okay, you're above them. You got it going. You know what you're doing. You got this strength. You know, you have this self-esteem. Okay. Maybe some of you guys are traveling for work. They're seeing this. They wish they could as well. They're being illuminated by everything, okay? They think about this. They imagine life with you. It's just a lot of, like, imagining life with you and how happy that you would be together and you could travel or you could do things together. But right now, it's just like, oh, well, you know, I can't have that. But they actually can, but they're choosing not to. So it's like, it could be there. It could be there, but it's just to them an illusion, really. So they're having a lot of nightmares about it and thoughts and regrets. But things are starting to grow, but they just kind of feel like that you don't really need them. You know, they're kind of boring. Their life is ridiculous, okay? Which some of them it is. But you know, that opportunity to join you on your work is there. Like, it's so there, it's so close for some of you, but they're just turning ahead. They're turning their head, okay? And they're focusing on the negative things in their life. It's like they don't see it. They don't see that that option is there. Some of you just quit offering it because you just got sick of kicking a dead horse or whatever that is. That the phrase, kicking a dead horse? They're really sad about it, though. Like, there's a missed opportunity here. There's a missed opportunity. Yep, there's a missed opportunity. It's heartaching. It's sad. They feel left behind. They feel that, you know, they missed out on something here. Okay, they really, yep, they feel very defeated. They feel like they missed out on something, and it's really hurting them. They're very much suffering here. But it's their choice. It's their choice. See, yeah, they're spying. They're watching you very closely. It's their choice. But I think it will push them to end some cycles here. Okay? To end some cycles. I really do. They have to hit this low point. They're in a low point for a majority of them. They have to. The Hangman in reverse, like they're being illuminated and going through an awakening, but they had to hit this low point to get there. Okay? And this realization that this little cake and eat it too and breadcrumbing game they're playing, or whatever it is in your situation, you know, they had to be there. So some of them do have issues with mother, though, and that is a problem for them to get over. That it's, you know, they had an abusive mom, or, you know, abusive mother figure around them, or whatever it is. That this is what they're healing right now. Okay, is these childhood wounds and these mom issues, and you're reminding them of their mom. You're triggering that in them. Doesn't mean you're like their mom, but they're being triggered by that. Okay. So I do feel that they have to get over this as well in order to have victory at all. So it's like, you know, yeah, they had a controlling mother or controlling baby mama, or somebody had control over them here, mother figure of some sort. Baby, I'm hearing baby mama too for some reason. Okay. But there's going to be some success and movement with that situation, guys, and I do see some victorious things happening here. Okay. They're going to be really in their emotions, though. I see masculines crying. That's what I'm seeing right now. Like, literally crying. But like I always say, let them stew in their own poo. They're not letting go of you, though, when it comes down to it. They're not letting you go. They think you're gone. They think that you're done. But at the same time, they're kind of wondering if you're just playing games again. Some of you guys might be just trying to get a rise. I don't know. To each their own, but the neti pot doesn't work because it's like all the way up in here. It's pressure. Like, I feel like something's being pushed down on me. So, I don't know. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to start being honest to themselves and honoring their feelings, okay? Being who they are, okay? They want to remove these stupid masks they've had on for 25 years or 35 years or whatever. Okay? Yeah. They want to honor their true feelings when it comes to romance, when it comes to love here. And this is very clear to me. Be honest with yourself, honor true feelings. Honor your true feelings came in twice, could be mirrored here. There's going to be some problems resolved here. You guys just need to have positive expectations. I mean, just kind of let it go with them and just think positive in your direction. You guys, there's like massive manifesting going on right now. So, you know, just be very careful of your thoughts. And I'm not kidding about that. Like, I was just thinking about taking my youngest daughter to Florida for her birthday, for example. I was just thinking about it. I didn't actually act on it. And somebody's like, hey, if you ever get to Florida, you can get a discount or whatever on tickets to Disney. And I'm like, what? Like, so, it does, you just got to be careful with your thoughts, okay? So keep them positive. You know, I do feel that, you know, you guys need to raise your standards. I feel your masculine's going to get to that point. So anybody who's around them, you know, they're going to start putting their foot down to the disrespect, to the fact that they aren't living the life they're fulfilling. So even if they try to make it work with the person they're with, if that's the case, or the family that they're hanging on to or whatever, I do see a lot of them standing their ground and speaking up. Okay. Right now, it's just kind of a quiet time, but there's more going on than y'all think about that. Okay? Yeah, they're feeling just shattered. Like, they're crying. Poor things. Poor things. They feel like they lost a member of their family. Okay? They want to move forward, guys. If they're so scared about gossip between family and friends here, it's unbelievable. That fear is so strong. Okay? It's so strong, but there's been problems in that situation anyway. But they're really fearful of that. They're really fearful of that. Okay. They know that you're special and you're distinct and what you have together is unbreakable. But they're trying to keep those blinders on and they're not in a good mind space right now to make a big decision, really. And, you know, when it comes to their awakening process, you know, and watching a masculine go through an awakening myself, they don't, and I'm the same way right now, they don't know who they are. They're like, who am I? This is somebody I don't know. Okay, like they're trying to embrace this new life, really. They're trying to embrace this new life. Okay. They're trying to be more kind, though. Like, they're going to get to that place, and that's the thing you need to remember right now, is just be kind and loving. That's what I'm saying. If somebody hurt you from your past, that's why forgiveness is needed, and appreciate that person for what they taught you and how strong they made you, even if it was painful as all hell. The resentment will get you absolutely nowhere on your mission. And I actually had a vision several times now of light workers being knocked off the earth, like as if they're being knocked out of their mission, if that makes sense. For not like working on themselves, or you know, some like karma and stuff. I don't know, it's hard to explain what the vision was, but it's like they got pushed out. Like, no, you're not doing your inner work, you're not doing, you know, you're being selfish, you are holding resentment, you're defeating this whole purpose here. Like, I literally saw this vision. Okay. And you guys are stronger, you're better. The person that hurt you in your life, you're better than that. You're better than holding on to that bullshit energy and letting it define you. Okay. You don't need to define yourself by that narcissistic asshole ex-husband that hurt me. Okay? They're really worried about losing you. Wow. Wow, they're going to hold on to you. They're realizing, though, that you guys are so much alike. You know, you have differences, but you're so much alike. They're seeing that their thoughts are aligning with you. But they feel very betrayed. Like I said, guys, they feel like that you're betraying. They feel betrayed by you. They feel betrayed. Okay? They really do. They feel like you betrayed them, and, you know, maybe you did because you walked away or whatever. But they're not sure what to take of you right now. Okay? Like I said, they think some of you guys are manipulating them. Okay? Just like, you know, playing a little game and stepping back just to prove a point kind of thing, like you've maybe done in the past. Okay? And some of you guys are angry with your person, and with time here, you need to let that go, okay? It's not going to do any justice either. So you guys, there's more going on than you think. So you guys think that there's nothing going on, blah, 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 blah. But there's more going on than meets the eye with your person. They are working on going down a new path in their life, okay? What you see on the outside with your person is not what's going on. It's not. You got to get the 3D thing out of your mind, because it's a facade. It's a facade, okay? Yeah, there's going to be some unexpected endings or developments happening very soon here. All right? They really feel like you cut them off, though. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. They're going to start living out their passions and desires. I tell you, the more you work on yourself. Now, don't let me say that some of you, union is very possible here, discourage you and stop what you're doing. Continue what you're doing, okay? Because the main focus here is to try to spread world peace and try to prevent more of this karma being spread across the earth, okay? And I've heard some people go, Oh, it's just natural disaster. That's normal. Okay, I don't think like what is it? 3 earthquakes, 2 volcanoes, and um, some illnesses being spread around really fast, and all these things in a matter of just a few days is normal. Okay, that's not normal. Okay, that is nothing short of God making a point. All right, God's making a point here. Like, yep. You guys, I do feel like they're cleaning things out in their life. Like they're cleaning things out. Like they're making room for bigger and better things in their life. And this winter is extremely crucial. So depending on the side of the earth you're on. So, you know, Australia would be summer right now. But this winter, it seems like things are at a standstill. But they're making room for their mission. They're making room for what they're going to be doing. And, you know, they're getting downloads. They're getting information. You know, they're being pushed in a direction here. So everything seems like it's frozen in time, but they're making room for you, perhaps, or the journey they're going on, or changes here. They're really going to start standing in their power. Yeah, I have been told the same thing. That's what I'm talking about, the soul walk-ins. I'm really interested to see what happens. Any of these feminine and masculines that fail to do their mission work, I literally saw, and that can be you guys as well if you dwell on resentment and dwell on things and don't do your mission work or in these journeys for the wrong reasoning. I saw in my vision many times, and I dream about it, like literally soul replacement type of thing. And it was so weird. So I'm trying to put all that together. If that soul will be swapped with somebody else's body or something like that. Like it was a really strange vision. That's what I saw, like walk-in soul of some sort, like a soul swap, like your person's swapping with another person's soul. Okay, that's what I saw. I swear to God, it was so bizarre. And I know that sounds crazy, but yes, the headaches I still have. Yes. Oh my God. It isn't transformation. It's literally walk-in soul. Like, Google it. It's an actual thing. Walk-in. Yeah. It's crazy. So some of these masculine or feminines that are not doing their inner work, like I see God or the universe or whatever, forcing them to go into another body. I know that sounds insane, but you know what? From the things I've seen the last few days, the last week, and what I've been feeling and how I'm half in the 5D all the time, I believe in anything. I believe in anything. You guys, a lot of them are working on their stability. And I feel like by this summer, they may have a more stable life here going for them. And some of them are preparing for homecoming here with you. I mean, it's just very clear to me right now that that is on their mind. It's not saying it will happen, but they're being pushed to do so. Okay, they're being pushed to do so. Yeah, they're cleansing their life. They're changing. They are being guided, though. Yep, they're awakening. No doubt about that. You know, some of them, okay. This is how I'm seeing this. It says a hex, which is like a spell. I don't see it like that, but some of you guys, I feel, will, by the universe, be banished from union, okay? Or them. Or there's going to be some sort of like wedge put in there preventing this from happening. And that's, you know, kind of correlating with what I saw with these walk-in soul vision thing. Like, it was so bizarre. Some of you guys are going to be banished off this whole journey. Because you're being selfish, you're being greedy, or they're being greedy, selfish, whatever. But there's so much greed, resentment, game playing, bullshit, ego, that sort of thing going on here. And you're failing your test, so to speak. And I feel like that, you know, the universe is going to banish, call you off the journey, so to speak. Okay. So make sure you take responsibility for your part. Okay? Take responsibility. Don't play victim. Please do not. It gets you nowhere. Okay? It doesn't. Playing victim gets you nowhere. Be responsible for your side of the journey. Continue your mission. Get together with your other feminine, your other soul family, your other whatever family, and continue your part of it. You can't stop yourself waiting for somebody who's not moving. So I'm interested to see if this soul swap thing that I saw happens, okay, to the masculines that simply can't handle it, okay? It'll be interesting. I do see a new beginning, though, for a lot of you, and prosperity coming in. And honestly, guys, what I really feel is those that utilize money in a negative way, like hoard it because they want more, more, more. They want the fanciest house, fanciest car, yada, yada. You get my point. Are going to get karma. And I saw poverty for some of them. Or nobody will want their product anymore, and nobody will watch their movie anymore, and nobody, will utilize their stuff anymore, what have you, their business. I saw that happening. Like, the karma is going to take place, and they'll just become broke, okay? I saw people that utilize prosperity in a good way becoming rich, okay? People that don't care if they do become rich, people that don't care if they gain prosperity. Like, I don't care if I gain prosperity. I don't, okay? But if I did, I would utilize it in a good way, okay? Some of you guys are going to gain a surprise with prosperity. You're going to gain abundance and prosperity because you're not going to be selfish about it, okay? So, some of those big businessmen that are being crooked are on their high horse. And trust me, like I said the other day, I know somebody personally who is being crooked and is selling their 6-bedroom, 6-bathroom house and living in a trailer. Okay? It's real. All right? It's real. That's what I heard anyways. I haven't seen it with my own eyeballs, but I heard about it and I thought, well, I don't know what to say. Shouldn't have been good, but okay. Be noticed about what? So, like the universe wants you to utilize money in a proper manner, to utilize it in as a tool, not as greed. And, I know people that think that they're going to take every penny to their grave, apparently, but that seems pretty irrational. That seems pretty irrational. Money's paper, literally. I mean, and when you guys go through ascensions as well, you'll view money in a different manner as well. It's not the same anymore. It's just not. Okay, so we'll get some messages from your person, and I'm going to get off. Well, we'll do these cards first, the heart space. Patience as usual, guys. Patience as usual. Yes, I do feel a breakthrough coming. Yes. I feel unexpected development coming with some connections. Yes. Money, and I feel like that twin flame connections are also here to teach you not to be greedy, to have an understanding that you can't have something that's not yours at this time. You can't, and you can't take somebody else's man or woman from them, and you can't be greedy and say that that's mine. That's mine. It's to teach you that ego stuff. It's to knock you off the high horse. It's to get rid of that. It's mine. Like, they're my other half. They're mine. Like, you can't have that mentality about the whole connection. Okay? I really believe they're here to teach all that, whether you get in union or not. It's to knock that out of you and understand that you can't go take something that's not yours. You can't make that be yours. Okay? You can't be immoral about the situation. They are really missing you guys a lot, okay? And I do see a lot of them are trying to keep busy. They're fulfilling other commitments in their life at this time, okay? They're trying to, like, kind of just forget about you right now, but like I always say, good luck to them, but they are longing regardless of how it seems. They do want to come in with an offer. I do see them caving here with this fighting against the universe and trying to ignore you and trying to pretend you don't yet exist and trying to pretend they don't care and, all that good jazz. But good old free will, guys. I think a lot of you accepted the good old free will and you're just kind of like, whatever happens, happens, right? They're very much lusting for you. And a lot of the masculine, they need to heal this about themselves. Their lusting problem, you know, where their dick navigates their entire life. Okay? Some of them have that issue as well. And that's something that they need to heal as well, you know, as well as some of you need to heal the fact that you can't take somebody that's not yours at this time that's being greedy. Okay, so it's kind of like triggering each other to heal like the deadly sins that you're hanging on to. Is that you want to, if you want to say that? Okay, but I honestly feel like there's going to be contact in some sort of gesture, but just make sure this gesture is coming from a place of integrity, honesty, respect. You know, not without morals. Okay, because regardless, you can't just live in the 5D and they're my twins, so the fact that they're married or the fact they're, you know, tied down to a situation, I don't care, because this is spiritual and morals are out the door. I actually saw somebody say that in a group and I was just taken back. That's where you create karma. That's where you create karma, guys. Okay, but I do feel that for some of you this is going to pay off, you know, for all of this work that you're doing, that sort of thing. Yeah. I think some of you are going to get together with your person. I mean, they can't forget about you. There's nothing to replace you. They can try to make their girlfriend look like you or whatever they're trying to do, or you know, I don't know. Some of them probably are doing that. It's not going to work. Because at the end of the day, you're you, so no matter how much they try to date another girl and make them look like you or whatever, it's not going to work. Okay? So appreciate your journey. Look how far you've come. Even if you're not in contact, look how far you've come. Appreciate that, you know. Be kind to yourself. Yeah, up your boundaries, up your respect, you know. Karma is created, and karma is created in 3D, you know, like doing things that create karma, or, you know, you can create karma with your person. I think I'm going to go to bed after this. My eyes are so swollen. But if you did do something immoral, guys, don't beat yourself up for it. Forgive yourself. Let it go. Okay? Let it go. But, you know, move on in a better direction. Everything's a learning experience, right? Hi, Mandy. Yeah, they're having dreams about you. They really want a chance with you regardless of what they're saying. Like, they're dreaming about you, daydreaming, fantasizing, actual dreams at night. Okay, nothing's changing their love. They can spend all day long trying to say bye-bye to it. It's not working. They are astral traveling now. They're seeing you. They can see what you're doing. They're spying on you in that way. Okay. They want commitment, just not yet, as usual. They want to make things right with you. Okay, they want to make it up to you. Some of them are thinking about situating some karma situation right now. Okay. Yeah. They're telepathic communicating with you. No, you don't. You don't want to create bad karma. Spell work, I don't know if y'all are doing some of that, but how I see this, you can do a spell with your thoughts, guys, literally. So they might be thinking that heavily on you. It's literally turning into a spell or something. I don't know. But I can't see many masculines doing actual spell work. But you can do a spell with your mind. Okay? Like, manifesting is that heavy right now. It can literally, like, happen that instantly. Even though we're not together, they can't let you go. I'm really sensitive. They're putting up a front. Okay, they're sending you messages in the 5D, so listen to the telepathic communication. They may have options, but it's you that they want. They can tell that you don't trust them. They want to change that. They've looked into tarot readings. They're looking into stuff. Yeah, they ain't stupid. Maybe they looked into spells, I don't know. But I doubt it. I think they're just heavily manifesting with their probably sexual desires. Because, you know, their dick navigates their life. Don't think because we don't talk that I don't want to. You're so different, that's why I love you. Okay, they've been more focused on money right now. Yeah. Yeah, you can heal karma by different ways, though. You can heal karma by forgiving yourself, by, you know, admitting you're doing and the whole thing, forgiving the person at a place of peace, not getting with another relationship that is the exact same problem again and again and playing victim, you know. You gotta learn your lessons, not repeat them. Not repeat them. Okay? Sorry, I think I just gotta go to bed. I'm not gonna be able to do readings today. I gotta go to bed. My eyes hurt. So, look at that. It's so bad. My sinuses are just the pressure on my head. And I don't know if it's the sinus infection. I think it's the Ascension flu. And I think I'm becoming more sensitive to chemicals and things as well. So I probably have to, you know, see if there's something I'm eating or something I'm allergic to. I have no idea. It's just weird. It was random. Yeah, it was a pretty good pick of cards. So if you guys want to purchase that, it's $10 donation. And I send you the private link. It's kind of about blocks and what's to come and all that kind of stuff. So I can't remember everything when I'm done, but it was pretty good. And there's 3 piles. So just email me if you want that. Okay, guys, I'm going to log off. Yeah, I'm just going to go to bed. So if you guys are waiting for readings, sorry. I just, like, I feel so crappy. Okay, so you guys, a lot of you emailed me about bookings. I'll get back to you later. I apologize. I'm kind of behind on things and stuff, and I keep having a sick kid after a sick kid after sick kid. And my oldest put beanbag stuffing in her ear, so she had to go to the doctor and get that pulled out. That was cool. Yeah, somebody emailed me and said I'm glowing gold or something like that. I don't know. I noticed there's like, I feel like my body is more grainy, like in pictures and stuff. And then my husband said that when I get far enough away, it's like he can't see me. That's weird. Yeah, I astral travel every single night. I get emails about it, messages like, you came to me for advice. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And that's the thing when people are like think they should get free readings nonstop and that we're being greedy and stuff, like they don't even know the amount of energy that's put in. Like it's 24 hours a day. It's 24 hours a day. And I astral travel every single night and I don't always remember it, but I'll get an email like, you came to me and you told me this. Or I've had people find me because I came to them. I'm like, okay, like they didn't know who I was or anything and they got my name and found me. I had a couple clients that came that way. So it's really weird how that works. It's really weird. Anyways, guys, I think I'll log off. So if you do want a reading, let me know. If you do want that pick a card, private pick a card, drop me an email. All right, guys, have a good night.